Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the show, My Curvy Life. I am your host, Miss Fonda, and also I'm bringing you greetings from my co-host, Miss Latanya and Lasagna Jones. Thank you all for being a part of this entity. I appreciate all of your support. Nothing happens without you. So today, guys, I'm going to first start off with a couple of announcements, but we have a very special guest that is waiting to enter, and I'm so excited about having her on the show. But let me just give a couple of announcements, guys. First, I want to let you guys know, and you probably already know, but there is the homeless feed that is going to be happening August 31st. It will be at the Sienna Francis House located on 17th and Nicholas. Serving will start at 1 p.m. 1 p.m., guys. That is the plan, to be up and ready to go and serving at 1 p.m. I am still in need of servers. I am still in need of some items. If you would like to know what they are, you can contact me, or if you'd like to make a monetary donation, I have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, whatever direction you would like to contribute would be very awesome. I would definitely appreciate it, and I'm sure the homeless will too. The menu is going to be barbecue, guys. This is a barbecue for the homeless. I am having pulled pork. I'm going to have grilled hot dogs. Also, there's going to be potato salad, y'all, and also baked beans. I'm throwing a little dessert in there as well, and bottled water. So if in any of that capacity you would like to contribute, you are more than welcome to do so. Um, I'm going to be excited about this fee, because this is going to be a little bit more than I've ever done, than Curve has ever done, and I'm thankful for my helpers. I don't mean to say my or me, because it's us that are making it happen. I do have a team. I'm going to have someone down there being a PR person, talking and greeting them, if they want to know anything about the Lord, if they want prayer. Um, I'm just thankful to be able to add that to the capacity of what I'm already doing, or what we are already doing, excuse me. Also, I am looking for those that may be a barber. If you know a barber that would be willing to come down and just contribute about an hour of their time and maybe just trim. I don't mean to give a style or anything like that, but just a nice trim. You could imagine being homeless and not having the funds to trim your hair, or get anything like that done. And all items will be disposable. Okay, so if you are interested in doing that capacity, let me know. I would appreciate that. And I know that the homeless would too. Eventually, I do want to make it a community event. I do want to add and collaborate with others that may be doing this same exact thing. The more the merrier. It's not just one person that does it. It's a team. It's a family. It takes all of us together to make the dream work. So thank you in advance to all that have contributed, because I've had some very nice contributions to this event, and I thank you. It takes, it isn't cheap, and it takes a lot to do it, but somebody has to have the heart to step out and bring this all together. And I thank God for that heart that He's given me for this capacity, and those that He's put on the team. God will put like-minded people with you to do the good of the land. And I'm thankful for my team. I have a small team, and I'm willing to grow that team with others who want to come in and, give their time, their energy, their effort to help those that are less fortunate. So thank you again. I cannot thank you enough. I appreciate you so much. Let's not forget about Mary Kay Cosmetics, y'all. I am a skin coach, and I am here. I'm willing to do parties. I could do individual, or if you have a group of young ladies that are learning to, take care of their skin, I would be your girl. I would love to come and teach young people how to take care of their skin. I started at 19, and I am now, and so I've been doing it for a long time. And so I would love to be able to introduce some young people to Mary Kay Cosmetics. It's important, guys, for you to take care of your skin, because as you get older, gravity is going to start taking toll. So if you think right now, because you're young, your skin is fine, hey, you keep living. Okay, just keep on living. But I'm thankful that I started Mary Kay at a young age, and I feel my skin is doing wonders. I'm grateful. One of the things that Mary Kay teaches and says about the products is that it gives you healthier, younger looking skin, and I believe I'm a witness of that. By, of course, the help and the grace of the Lord. I thank God for all that He's done, all the things that He works out and gets done and brings to life. And none of this would be possible without Him. Okay. So thank you guys. I just wanted to give those few announcements. We are ready for our guest. I'm so excited for her to be on the show. I've been anticipating her for a while. I'm not sure. I'm going to introduce her and I'm going to read a small bio that I have for her. I'm sure she is very well known in this city, so you probably already know her. But I am excited to have Miss Martine Quartey. I hope I say her last name right. In the house. So I'm going to read a little bit of her bio today before we let her in this lovely show. Miss Martine Quartey is a radio personality, best-selling author, entrepreneur, and speaker who partners with small business owners, authors, and community leaders to help them gain exposure for their business, book, or mission, and share their journey with their audience and social media. Martine, along with her husband Sam, has landed coverage in print and broadcast outlets, including 95.7 FM, The Boss, KPAO Public Access Cable TV, Omaha World Herald, and the Omaha Star newspaper. In addition to her extensive business background, Martine is a college instructor, a tax professional, and a business and international traveler. She's a business coach and international traveler. All right, so Martine, she got it going on. She's got a lot of entities, and I'm so excited to get her in so she could tell us all about her entrepreneurship. Give me just a moment. Well, hello, Miss Martine.
Hey, 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 hey.
I
Hey,
can't hear
Fonda.
you. Oh, there we go. I was like, I
Thank you for
can't hear
having
you,
me.
girl, but I can.
Can you hear me
I'm
okay?
so excited to have you, Miss Martine. Oh my God. Yes, I can hear you now. Yes,
Okay, okay,
yes.
okay.
I'm so honored. My Curvy Life, we are very honored to have you on the show. And I don't say that lightly. I really sincerely mean that. I've been watching you, girl. I know you. Okay, we know each other, y'all. I've been knowing her for many, many years. And I have watched her grow. I have watched her grow. It's been like a plant that started like this little, and now ha! So I'm
We
so
grown
excited
up
to have you
now.
on this. Yes, you are. Hey, we
We
all grown
grown
out here.
now.
Okay? Yes, we are. So, Miss Martine, girl, tell us a little bit. We're going to start with a little bit about you, a little bit about just you for right now.
All right, everybody. Hey, my name is Martine Quartey. I'm an entrepreneur out here in these streets, these entrepreneur streets. I own about 5 different businesses under one roof, which keeps me
Yes.
running, even if they're all right here. But I'm running around supporting other entrepreneurs because I'm also a business coach as well. So I love supporting other entrepreneurs, business owners, nonprofit leaders. So I have been a boss out here for, I would say, if I had to go back to the very first business, about 15 years ago, I had an in-home childcare. That was my first, stint in entrepreneur and being a business owner. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. So fast forward, I went back into the corporate world, and then I jumped back out into entrepreneurship again with my boutique. My husband and I, we co-own S&M African Boutique. So That's our oldest running business outside of the child care business. And then we
Uh-huh.
added on a few years later, I added on my tax firm. I'm a longtime tax professional out here in the community. And so I opened up my own tax firm in the middle of COVID in 2021 in October. And I had
Mm.
to quickly get ready because tax season is in January. See, I only had a few months to get it going and let people know that I'm out here. So I did heavy marketing and things like that, which I want to talk about today. Um, I also launched a drug testing center. I am proud to say, and I always say this when I'm speaking, I am the only Black owned, veteran owned, female ran drug testing center in the state of Nebraska.
You
Yay!
go, girl. Hey.
But I filled a niche or a niche, however you want to pronounce it. And that's kind of how I look when opening up a business. Like I said, I have multiple businesses, but I look for a need in the community. And then if it's something I'm interested in, then I research it first and then I launch it if that's something I want to pursue.
That's
So,
amazing.
um,
That's awesome.
yeah. So, I'm, we have a lot of different services here in our office. So, for example, and these aren't additional businesses, they're just services. So, I'm an authorized U-Haul dealer. So, if you need a U-Haul, you can come to me. I am a
Girl.
female U-Haul dealer in Omaha, Nebraska. By the way, I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. Um, we also do fingerprinting for pre-employment, background checks, that kind of stuff. We also offer virtual mail services. Digital mail service is another name
Hmm.
that it's known as for individuals and business owners that don't want to use the address that they're residing in, but they need another option,
Hmm.
and that's where we
Hmm.
come in at. So I'm also a business coach and I'm a landlord. 20, let's see, probably 15-year landlord now. And so I do a lot
Oh,
of different things, and I absolutely love entrepreneurship. So I'm so glad you're in
wow.
network marketing, Fonda, with the Mary Kay. I used to do
Yeah.
Mary Kay. I was in another network marketing company, travel company. I just joined one, health and wellness network marketing company. I just joined. I'll talk
Uh-huh.
about that a little bit later too. But I absolutely
Okay.
love network marketing. So that's kind
Well,
of like
this
a quick rundown of everything that I'm doing, Fonda.
wow. You got me like this.
Oh, one more thing. I forget. I'm a best-selling author. Whoop, 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 whoop. My book is Journey to Greatness, and that opened up doors for me to become a speaker. So I'm also a speaker on platforms concerning entrepreneurship. That's it.
Wow. Wow, that's a lot, girl. I do got some questions I want to ask you though, and I want to get a little bit interpersonal here. What everything you said is so amazing, and I know you were a multi juggler when it came to that entrepreneurship. I'm going to hit on that a little bit later with you, but what I wanted to ask you. The what originally prompted you to become a business owner? Did you just or entrepreneur? Did you just wake up and say, "Hey, I want to own a business," or was it something that sometimes people have a story behind it? I wasn't really moving up in my company, and I wanted more. So, what's your story of why you became an entrepreneur?
It's kind of twofold. I think it was embedded in me at a young age when my mother, she actually ran a child care center when I was in high school. And so I think that was my first just awareness that we can be our own boss. And then after I graduated from high school, I went to the service and it never came back to me. It didn't come around until fast forward in my early 40s. And so I was in a position where I was really at the top of my career. I couldn't really advance,
Hmm.
and I knew
Hmm.
that. And I looked, I transferred several departments because I was becoming bored. I would learn the job, learn department and how it's ran, and I would be interested in other pieces of that business. And so it's just my curiosity kept me moving until I got to a level where I couldn't move anymore. And then I wanted more freedom. At that age, I would say a lot of people around their 40s, they're getting into circles of talk, as it pertains to retirement, even though we're still early out,
Yeah.
with that. Well, even your retirement department starts to, um, hey, you want to come to a meeting and talk about retirement and things like that. And so I was really getting to the point where I was kind of antsy because I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to be in this
Yeah.
position the rest of my career. I had at least 15 good more years, to be sitting in there. And so I just wasn't comfortable making this my last stop in my life. And so
Right.
I launched out, and we opened up the boutique, and we traveled. My husband's from Ghana, West Africa. Shout out to Sam Quartey.
Go Sam.
And
Go Sam.
so he was taking me to Ghana, right? He was taking me to Ghana, meeting the family, and we shopped for a lot of African things, and we would keep it in, under our bed in the suitcases. And I was like, I said to him one day, I said, I just think this is disheartening that we don't, you know, put up these things or show the world our, the collections of our travel. And so one day he just came to me. He said, "Hey, I have some friends that have a boutique. Do you want to put those things in a boutique and start a business?" I said, "That's a good idea." I was already entrepreneur,
That's simple, huh?
from the daycare days. So I was like, business, yes, let's do it. And so it just went from there, just skyrocketed, and I just kept starting business after business after that. And then I was able to leave my 9 to 5, because I had the support of him. And I want all people always to know that if trying to go, leave your daytime job, make sure you got support systems in place. You've got finance to help you, cover the bills. You've got health insurance and those kind of
Right.
things. So I had, everything laid out, planned out to make sure I was going to be successful out there. And then, fast forward to today, we got, 5 other businesses.
Wow, that's amazing. You know what I mean? So it seems like you always had it in you because you started out looking at your mom. She had her daycare business, and then you started a daycare business, and you kind of moved forward. So how do you juggle all of your businesses? I want to know because I know you got several. Now, do you
I've
have
gotten that question
do,
before.
do you
So
have employees for some of your businesses, or are you the
I have
employee
I
and the CEO?
yes, yes, I do. Now, I didn't start off that way because employees are very expensive. Okay, they will
Right.
drain your revenue. So you have to employ people at the right time. You have to make sure you bringing in the money so that you can continue paying them and paying your bills and making some money for yourself. And to continue growing your business. So I didn't start off
Mm-hmm.
that way. I started off doing everything myself, and I had, let me just back up. I always had my husband, in the background to kind of help me with other things, not necessarily running the business, but if we do have a storefront here, 6311 Ames Avenue. So he
Mm-hmm.
was the light guy, he was the internet guy, the computer, installed the computers, the background kind of stuff, not basically the operations, not necessarily operations of the business, but just getting set up. And if
Mm-hmm.
anything
Mm-hmm.
went wrong, I could call him, if he's a mechanic. So they usually are jack of all trades. So,
Right.
I
Right.
had that support system, but actually the operations of the business, it was all me for I would say the first 2 years. And as I added on businesses, it became challenging because I had more service, and I had to do that because I needed money to come in. I got rent. Rent is like the
Right.
the number one highest expense that an entrepreneur might have if they have a storefront, brick and mortar. So I needed to make sure that I could sustain being here. Um, so I eventually hired one person, and then I had like I have on call. I still have on call. I have a list of about 5 six on-call people that if I
Uh-huh.
needed help, I could bring them in. So like on the weekends or something like that. So it was tough. It was really tough. And I knew I was getting to the end of the line because I was getting very stressful. I was tired and I was actually losing money because I couldn't get to some of the tasks and
Wow.
I lost a staff member, and then it took me a while to hire a replacement. So I was back at that grind, but I was doing more, because I had help, I could do more. And then when I lost them, I was just like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Because this is a lot on one person. And so it took me a while because I'm so picky and we want to make sure we hire someone that has the skill sets first of all, because you spend all your time training, especially the basic things.
Mm-hmm.
So hire the skill sets that you're looking for, that you're expecting to help you in your industry, whatever industry that is. They have to have the background knowledge, or you're going to be training forever. It seems like. But also don't be too picky so that you can get somebody in there, because you can train them, hands-on training. You can train them, get them up to speed. But
I,
I'm
I,
saying,
I always
go ahead.
I want to intervene right here. I always say get like-minded people that's like-minded on what you're doing. They have the like mind to come in, and they're easy to work with. They're easy to
Hmm.
train. They're
Absolutely.
like-minded. They're thinking on the same page. On the same page. Because a
Right.
lot of times I think people, they go for who's who. You get what I'm saying? They go for, okay,
Hmm.
this person is important. I'm gonna have them come in because they hold this. But you got to be able to have like-minded people, people that you can get along with too, and that see your vision. See your vision and
That's
see
right.
where you're trying to take your business, and they
Hmm.
are genuinely a supporter also, as well as an employee. If you hire
Hmm.
them to do so, but I really believe like-minded individuals within what you're doing is very important as well.
That's right.
You
You
know,
hit the
um,
nail on the head.
I wanted to throw this question in here. Um, you have so many businesses, and I know one of the things you do is that you promote other entrepreneurs. You have different programs, different things that you pull together. I'm
Hmm.
interested in knowing, in those entities that you pull together to promote entrepreneurs and bring together like-minded business, is there a fee for that, or is that a free service that you offer? How does that work? Tell
All
us a
right.
little bit about that.
I'm glad you asked. I do have a couple of ways where entrepreneurs, business owners, network marketers,
Mhm.
nonprofit leaders can work with me. So I have a free Facebook group. It's called Live Streaming for Entrepreneurs, Small Business Owners, and that's
Okay.
basically because the way I branded myself, I was able to get in front of a lot of people that didn't know me when we opened up the office here. I needed to let them know quickly what I was doing and where I was located. So I started live streaming. My coach told me to live stream, and everybody should have a coach. Every business owner should have a coach. A coach has a coach. If you want to be a big boss, get you a coach. So anyway,
Okay.
I offer live streaming training. I've got 3 videos in there they can watch and learn how to professionally live stream for their business. I drop grants over there because I know we need funding as business owners, especially new startups. So all kind of content, free live. I live stream. I have a show called the Side Hustle Night School. It ran for 3 years, and so those live streams go in that group. I promote when people go live streaming. I jump on their live streams and then I share it out to my personal feed, and then I share it back into the group to encourage those that are interested in live streaming. Maybe they're a little afraid. Hey, look at this person. They're already live streaming. You can do the same thing, but it's important that we live stream for our business. So that's free. So
Yes.
that's free 99. So I can meet people at that level if they can't afford my coaching package. So I do have a coaching package. It's $300. We meet for 3 weeks, or excuse me, 3 months. And so it's a marketing coaching package. So I teach people, entrepreneurs, business owners, network marketers, nonprofit leaders, how to market themselves through various ways, live streaming, getting on TV, getting on the radio, getting in print, like our newspapers and magazines. So I have the connections to get them in front of those platforms so that they can talk about their business. So that's the coaching piece. And then there's some other things that I coach them on as well. But that's the package where people can meet me at that level if they're ready to. So I love coaching, and I'm a teacher by trade. I was teaching at the college for I think 6 years or something, a community college, Metro Community College here, and so um, my teaching skills came out of me when I started coaching. And so it was like a no brainer. I was like, okay, I know how to teach, so I can teach business, entrepreneurship and branding and marketing, things like that.
Wow, what I really appreciate, Martine, about that, what you just mentioned, is the fact that you don't look at it selfishly. Sometimes you get entrepreneurs that come on the flow, and don't get me wrong, it's about making money. You want to do that, but to be not selfish and actually coach and help others, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
to promote their businesses, to get started, that says a lot about you as a person to me. That you're not
Thank
selfish,
you.
and that you want to see people win. You know what I mean? And I love it, because a lot of people that get businesses, they're like all about themselves, all about making sure their, business is doing well. They could care less about supporting or helping
Mhm.
others with, trying to move along or get out there. And I wanted to tell you, I appreciate that. I see some of the different things that you put on your group page or on your personal page of different things that you have around the community, where people could come and learn, get information. And I've noticed that a lot of that, I don't see a fee in that. So I love it. I think that's amazing that you do that and that you help the community and businesses and entrepreneurs. Yeah, I'll give you some
Thank
props on
you.
that, because thank you so much. And I'm going to get more involved in your entities, because I've been watching you. You know that. I've been watching you down through the
Mhm.
years. And every time I see you, I always say, "Oh, Martine, I'm so glad you're growing. Girl, look at you. Look at you." I remember when it was just this little shy person that I met that
I
barely
was shy.
talked. You know what I mean? I be doing all the talking, and you be sitting there like, you know. But now, girl, you have become a actual boss out here, and I'm loving it. Can we talk a little bit about how, because Martine is also on the Boss radio station, she holds a seat there, and can you tell us a little bit of how that got started and what that is for us right now?
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you asked that. And just to go back real quick, I do have a big heart. And so I know that we need help as entrepreneurs, and there's not a lot of coaches out here that people can access. Like in
Mhm,
their city, so
mhm.
wherever you are, is there someone you can access to get the coaching? So that's another piece of me that I wanted to fill that void, because I know people start businesses, but sometimes you don't know the back office. Like my background is in taxes, bookkeeping, accounting. But some people, they only know the operations part of their business or their industry, but they don't know how to keep the books. And so you need somebody out there training. So because I had the skill sets, I said, I need to be the leader. I need to be the person to guide them. But thank you so much for asking me about the Boss radio station. I am a co-host of the Boss Morning Show, 95.7 The Boss. So I have this radio personality, Fonda, that came out of me out of nowhere. I was already
Wow.
live streaming because I told you I had the show live, Side Hustle Night School, right? And when the and just kind of sidetrack real quick, I had another show, and I bring it back during tax season because I needed to get in front of people really fast, and I wanted to give content, something that people can be helped with. So I started a show, Tax Talk Tuesday, and that's really how I got about 80% of my business in that January, because I said
Wow.
we opened up in October. So I quickly
Mhm.
got new customers from that show, giving out free content. And that's all we really need to do. We need to be providing, valuable content for people, so that they can be, use that to help them with whatever. And there's a lot of people that haven't filed taxes. A lot of business owners haven't filed taxes, but that's a whole nother story. But back to the, but back to
Lord
the boss
Jesus.
morning show. So the owner, William King, he saw me
Yeah.
live streaming, right? So he had took a gig with the Census Bureau when he started the
Uh-huh.
show. And so he wanted somebody to come and support him and run the show while he was traveling. He'd come back, then he'd probably need to go again, whatever the assignment entailed. And so he came and asked me, and I said, well, of course, this will be my civic duty. I'm giving back. I'm volunteering. It's not a paid
Yes.
situation or anything like that. And I was like, well, it can't be too hard because I'm already live streaming, right? And we live streamed the show, the Boss Morning Show. The only difference is
Yes.
that now I'm on radio so people can hear my voice. And so, but that
Yes.
didn't bother me because I couldn't see that part of it. But the engineering and the computer and
Mm-hmm.
all that was there, the equipment. So I was like, let's go. I want to help you. Let's do it. I was supposed to be there 3 months. It's been 3 years.
I know I was gonna say 3 months, girl. You've been on that radio station forever. I love it. I
And
just
I think it's because, Fonda, we have this really good chemistry. King and I call him King.
yes,
His name is William King. So we're like a sister and brother chemistry, and we feed off of each other. And that's the one thing when you're hosting a show, co-hosting a show, you have to be able to feed off of one another so you can continue the
yes,
conversation. We might take the conversation in one direction to the left. We might be talking about one thing, but because of what he said, I might take it in a whole nother direction. And then we circle back and we're having fun, and he's funny to me. And so I'm comical in my whimsical way. And so I can like tap into that and we just have a good time. But what I brought to the platform, because I said if I'm going to be a co-host, I have to bring it my way. I have to bring what I do
mm-hmm,
to the show.
mm-hmm,
I'm going to
mm-hmm,
support you, but I
mm-hmm.
got to bring, something to the table
Yes,
too. So
yes,
all of those people that I was interviewing, all those bosses out in the community that I know, I asked each and every one of them to be a guest on the Boss Morning Show. I had people in there every day for over a year, just back and forth.
right.
I would book them and get their bio, get a picture. We do a flyer, the whole works because I was really excited and I was into this
Yes,
whole, being a host and lining people up, guest up. And that was something new to me,
yes.
and so I loved it. And so we've just been rocking and rolling ever since, and just having a good time. I've met a lot of wonderful community members. We've interviewed
Yes.
the governor, you know, we've interviewed city council members. So I'm taking my platform to the next level because now I'm meeting with city
Yes.
officials and, and U.S. senators and things like that. So it's been an exciting ride. And I don't plan on
That's
leaving. He said I can't leave.
amazing. That's amazing. I love it. I love seeing you on there because I do catch a glimpse of you guys occasionally. I'm usually at work though when y'all airing in the morning, but I have caught you on there, and I want to say congratulations on that. Keep up the good work. I'm loving it. We all out here trying to make it happen, trying to do it. And
Mm,
giving back to the community. That's what it's all
mhm,
about. Um,
mhm.
I wanted to ask you too, if someone wanted to contact you and find out like your information concerning your businesses and what you offer, is there a website that you can give to share to find out, how we can get in touch with Martine?
The best way to get in touch with me is through social media. You can reach me on Facebook. You can reach me and message me on Instagram, and it's Martine Quartey. Just simple like that, like you see on the banner that's scrolling at the bottom of your screen here. Martine Quartey. That's my handle. Nothing special or fancy. You can find me, and that's the reason why I did that because I wanted people to find me, and I wanted spelled in these special, characters, and and so I wanted to make it easy, but all you have to do is send me a message. You can drop it in my DMs or Facebook Messenger, and I will get your message. If you go to my personal page on Facebook, the profile, it has all of my businesses. So you can like literally tap on it.
Oh,
It will
okay.
take you to my business. So if you want to go travel, if you want to go to like Ghana, West Africa, that's our travel company. I don't know if I mentioned that I've been going, but I didn't mention that we actually spun a group out of that.
Yes. I was going to ask you about that. I know for years you've been doing that where you have people that you invite people to come to Ghana with you. I'm still
Yeah,
coming, but I'm
you
coming.
still
I'm getting
coming?
ready to retire
Yes,
here.
yes.
I'm getting ready to
Let's
retire
do it.
here
Let's go.
real soon. So I am going to plan on coming with you to Ghana. Now, with that trip, are there fees included if people want to come and go with you in that group? Are there fees like for you included,
Hmm.
or how does that work?
Everything's included. The flight would be separate, but your fee would be including the lodging. It would be including entrance fees to some of the excursions that we will take. Meals is covered as well. So we have airport shuttle to and from the airport, so you don't have to worry about that expense. And then, like I said, you take care of your airfare. But it is such an exciting trip, and we've done it for probably 7 years now. I started with one person, and she would go with me every year, and the group just kind of got bigger and bigger and bigger. So, if anyone is interested in going to Ghana, West Africa, send me a message in DM. You can, like I said, go to my personal Facebook profile, tap on S&M Tours. It will take you to our page. You can look at some of the uh, videos and pictures that we've had in the past. I post over there what it'll look like. We have meetings here in the community for people that are interested and they want to come and ask questions. I do a full presentation because, like I said, I'm a teacher, so I'm gonna give you a presentation.
Yes,
But we covered
yes,
some of the basic questions that people were gonna, will ask. Immunizations, because we need to take our specific shots when you go. If you've ever traveled abroad, depending on what country you go to,
wow,
there may be, immunizations that you might have to take. So we talk about
gotcha.
that. We talk about the money, the transfer from US dollar to the currency in Ghana, which is CDs. So we talk about the exchange rate. And we talk about what we're going to be doing, how to dress, what kind of food, will we be expected, to be available for us to eat. Because Americans, we really, we're particular and we want to know details and things like
Yeah,
that. And I know that. So we have a full meeting, then we have a second meeting closer to the time to make a deposit for those that are really, really serious. We got to start collecting the money so that we can get everything paid
gotcha,
for and get the airfares lined up and
gotcha.
everything. Yeah.
Gotcha, girl. Yeah, so come on, y'all. If y'all ever wanted to go to Africa, Miss Martine, she can make that happen for us. All right.
Yes.
So,
And we call that trip our Back to Our Roots tour because we are going back to our
ah,
roots as African Americans, Africans in the diaspora. We're going back to the motherland and we're learning about our history. Because we know in America at least, our history books don't really take us back that far. We'll go to slave days here in the United States, Martin Luther King, and but it goes beyond that. The Atlantic slave trade, the Atlantic Oceans, where the slave ships traveled from Africa over here to the U.S. and the Caribbeans. And
wow.
so we call that the transatlantic slave trade. So there's a lot of history in that we need to know about. We take you through the
You know
slave
what?
castles when we go to
Girl, let's
Ghana.
get our education. Let's get our education on that,
That's
okay?
right.
Let's get our education on that. Martine, this has been, I know we could probably go on and on. This has been wonderful. I'm so happy that you were able to share all that you've shared with us on today. I want to ask you if you could leave us with a positive affirmation. If someone was looking to become an entrepreneur and to have his multiple entrepreneurships, what would be an advice that you could give them?
Mhm. I would say get a mentor, get a coach, because it's hard being a boss out here. We don't know everything. We think we might because
Yes.
we're very versed in a particular industry, but there's so many intricate parts to being a business owner. Like I said, the back office, marketing. You might not have the skills to market. You may be the person that can operate the business, and you know your industry, you know your product or your service that you're providing, but you may not know how to market, how to reach people so you can make money. You may not know how to do your taxes, how to keep records of things, and so forth. So I would say get a coach. You don't want to be struggling out here. There's too many, you know, people that can help you, even online. My coach, my first coach, was online. I couldn't find anybody here in the
Wow.
city. So if that's the case for you, depending on where you live, then look online. We have all this internet at our fingertips. So you can follow the
Yes.
gurus, study them. I'm sure most of them are offering some type of coaching package. But that's what I would say, number one, so that you don't struggle. And we're launching our businesses and we want to get a fast start. But sometimes we just need help. And I would say get help. Don't wait. Be running your business 2 years down the road and you're still trying to do this all by yourself. You don't have to do this all by yourself.
Gotcha. That's
Yes.
amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Martine. I'm going to ask because now you're a part of the My Curvy Life family. All
Mhm.
right. I'm going to ask anytime you want to, or you're having an event or you're, having a class or any of the nature of that, you're doing your trip to Africa, feel free to put that information in on My Curvy Life. Okay.
Oh, okay,
Because
sure.
what I am here to do is to bridge the gaps of communication, to bring people together, to support each other. Because I always say nothing happens without you, and that's so true. If you don't have us, if we don't have you, you don't. Nobody is going to succeed. We need each other.
Mhm. That's
Okay,
right.
so nothing happens without you. So I am very thankful for you. I am very proud of you, and I say that sincerely because I remember the shy little timid Martine from back in the day, and I love what I'm seeing. I support you like 100% with all your endeavors. Um, Now
Thank you.
I do need a coach. So, I may be looking for you to coach me real soon here,
Let's
because I want
do
to
it.
take things to another level. God has been
Mhm.
good. He has helped me thus far, but I want to move up to another level as well. So it's nothing wrong with, having somebody who's been there or,
Mhm.
that could pull you and help you. So I'm
Right.
going to be reaching out to you to become my coach, if you don't mind. And I'm
Oh,
not
I
just
don't
saying
mind
that.
at
I
all.
sincerely
We
mean.
have to put our pride aside because we think we're big bosses out
Yes,
here. But even the biggest boss had somebody that mentor him, mentor them.
yes,
So we have
yes.
to, if we want to go to the next level, because there is a next level. There is another
It
level,
is.
and if you're ready to go there, then you get help. And if I could just add on another thing that I would leave with with your viewers here,
Yes.
is networking. Get in those networking groups, meetings,
Mm,
where have you, because those are the room of entrepreneurs, business owners, like-minded people. Like you said, like-minded. We need to be like around and surroundings of
yes,
like-minded people, and that's where you meet your next client. That's where you meet your next customer. And there's probably going to be a
yes,
speaker in there, someone you never knew that might drop some gems, some business gems. So I
yes.
love, 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 and I hold those meetings too. And so I just want people to follow me on social media because we're having our fourth quarter. Every quarter we have a networking event, and I bring in
Mm-hmm.
speakers to share business tips and things like that. And a singer, I'm making a full event. So
I
follow me
see.
because I'll be announcing that fourth quarter, you know, um, networking meeting so that people can come and be a part, and maybe they may not know about these meetings in the community. You're a business owner, but
Right.
you've been working so hard in your
Exactly.
business, you don't really get out on social media. You don't really know what's happening around you. Well, I would say get on social media so you can be in the loop. Whether that's just at the
Amen.
end of the day,
Yes.
because I know you're running your business, but you got to get out there as a business owner. You got to be branding and marketing yourself. You got to be in stories, Facebook stories. Can I just say that real
Yes.
quick? Put yourself
Yes.
in Facebook stories. You got to post. You got to do all this kind of stuff.
Yes.
Content is king. That's going to get you out there
Yes.
in front of people, and it's going to build credibility because you're the one coming out giving valuable content and helping the people.
Well, y'all heard it from Martine herself, y'all, the entrepreneur queen, the boss, BOSS, okay, all capital with a period.com. Okay. I'm so
I
thankful.
love you,
Thank you,
Fonda.
Martine. I love you too. Thank you for gracing
And
us with your presence. I do feel honored to have you on the show. And
And thank you,
I
real quick, just for what you're doing out in the
yeah.
community, the feed to the homeless. I absolutely love that, and I want to support that endeavor for you as well. That's a big heart. That's a big heart for someone to do that for other people.
Thank you so much. I appreciate all my supporters and like-minded people. I do have a team, and I'm very thankful for my team. It's small, but I'm planning to grow it as time goes along. Because we do have to be mindful of those that are less fortunate than us. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm not going scripture, but I am going to say the Bible do speak of helping those that are in need. Okay, so
Amen.
that is
Amen.
my endeavor, and I'm thankful to God for the vision. And I give him praise and glory for all that. And I thank the community. And I want to collaborate, with not just
Hmm.
her, my brand, but other people that are doing the same thing. And we can all make this one big community event, as often
Yeah.
as we can. So
Hmm.
thank you for the words of encouragement. I appreciate you. I thank you, Miss Martine. My Curvy Life thanks you. Please, again, put your information in the My Curvy Life
I will.
group, and share it with us. Let us know what's going on. There could be other entrepreneurs out there and people that's needing coaching and help and wanting to go to Africa and things of that nature. So, we need to keep in touch and keep that link going. So
That's
I
right.
appreciate you if you would share on your social media this group, My Curvy Life, and also
Hmm.
posters of the homeless feeds that I do and different things of that nature. I would appreciate it because it takes a community. It takes us all working together to make it happen, to make the dream
Hmm.
happen. Okay. So,
Absolutely. I do have a free gift for all of your viewers, Fonda. If you would send
yes.
me a message in Messenger, Facebook Messenger, I do have a free download of 30 plus side hustles you can start today. So that would be my gift to everyone.
Oh, thank you, Miss Martina. And I'm sure there will be many of us that will appreciate that. And I will definitely do that. So,
Okay.
this is the show, my dear. I thank you. I appreciate you. I send nothing but love and accomplishments your way. And I'm sure we'll be seeing each other really soon. Thank you. My Curvy Life
Yes.
thanks you. And
You're
you have a
welcome.
wonderful, wonderful evening. All
You
right,
do the
my
same,
Curvy Life.
Fonda. Thank you so
Thank
much. Bye,
you.
everybody.
Much bye bye. Much love, y'all.